Welcome back, everybody. We continue our News Nation series on News Nation called America's Report Card. And today, a closer look at rural areas where teachers, parents, and students say their schools are falling through the cracks. According to the U.S. Department of Education, students living in rural areas have less access to high-speed internet and a lower pupil-to-teacher ratio. And the most common entry for highest education for rural adults, a high school diploma. Correspondent Kelsey Kernstein joins me live. And Kelsey, this is a challenge for students and schools alike.
Well, Marky, it is really just a brutal time to be an educator right now, all across America, but especially in rural America. It's ridden with its challenges. I witnessed it firsthand. And we have to remember that 1 in 5 students across America, they go to school in a rural setting. Upper Michigan paints the picture perfectly. They call this a rural oasis, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, known for its captivating landscapes, gorgeous Great Lakes, and forestry. It's a vacation spot, but for many, it's also a home.
This is my town. This is where I went to school at. This is where I want to raise my family.
Meet Superintendent Tom McKee.
Good. Can you do that? Oh, no, I can't either.
Who's forced to wear a lot of hats at Rudyard area schools.
I've had to drive bus. I've had to substitute teach quite a bit. I've worked in the kitchen a few times.
And helping out is the easy part.
So our biggest challenge is lack of funding. Transportation-wise, we have a lot of miles to cover. 402 square miles is how big our district is.
It means more gas, higher bus driver salaries, and maintenance costs. Nearly 20% of McKee's budget goes towards transportation.
You've been learning about what?
So it means he can't pay his teachers how he'd like.
Our teachers live at a poverty level. They are not here for the money.
This is exactly the case for nearby rural Detour Schools teacher Sarah Galarowick.
When I went to college, this is all I ever wanted to do.
But the problems are plenty. There's a lack of resources and a lack of opportunities for her students.
A lot of better colleges are looking at people's applications to have AP classes and honors classes, and we don't have any of that.
Galarowick says she's the only math teacher at her school of 200 students. Another common scenario in a rural setting.
We have a hard time recruiting and getting new teachers into our district.
So that's good, right?
And good internet connection, another problem. It's nearly non-existent in most of the Upper Peninsula.
I had some issues, could not connect Zoom meetings because of internet issues.
Like many teachers, Galarowick says she's tired of playing all the parts. She's choosing to retire early.
I'm a third-generation teacher. My grandmother was a teacher, my dad was a teacher, and what they did and what I'm doing are not the same thing anymore.
And to make matters worse, 80% of the students at McKee's district come from poverty, another common rural district issue. What is the average income of a parent that has a child that goes to the school?
Yeah, so the average income for our county is $39,000. So that makes it tough. I mean, there's not really too much affordable housing, obtainable housing.
The Upper Peninsula, despite its beauty, is also geographically isolated. Some towns 60 miles away from the nearest grocery store, and homes miles apart from each other.
We're about as remote as you can be up here.
Superintendent of Detour area schools, Bob Vaught, says loneliness takes its toll.
Mental health certainly has come to the limelight as of late. It's something that has always been, because we're a very, Midwestern closed society, we don't share our secrets.
Faced with an endless list of challenges, I had to ask.
You could go make so much more money elsewhere. Why stay here?
This is the town that made me. I'm going to help the next generation.
And some rural districts, they are so desperate for teachers right now, Marky. They're even hiring teachers without a college education, or they're offering a shorter school week to make their job sound more appealing. Marky.
Yeah, that lack of resources, it's detrimental. It is very real. Kelsey Kernstein, thank you so much for that report tonight. And